Well, hello, fancy meeting you here in the Ninth Circle. My name's Bill, and I'm here to do a little contest entry for our buddy Simon, Mr. Pieface over there in the UK. 500 subs. Congrats, good sir. So he wanted to see albums with either goats or blood, or band names with goats or blood in the title. So we're going to start out here. I've got, let's see how many. I've got a stack of 6 CDs that are goats and blood, or goats or blood combined. So we'll start out with kind of the more, expected stuff, and then we'll go to the unexpected stuff. So we'll flip it around and do it like that. All right, here we go. Starting off with Australian death grind band, the infamous Blood Duster here with Fisting the Dead. This is a reissue on Relapse of, let me show you the back there, of their first album that came out in early 90s, mid 90s, not sure the exact date there, but these guys kind of would fit into the category of like anal cunt, kind of like that, very irreverent, if you will, song titles, and again, like fast, nasty death grind stuff. They do cover a couple Napalm Death songs on this album, this version that I have. They cover The Kill, and they cover It's a Man's World on here, so there's your first one there, Blood Duster, Fisting the Dead. Alright, another blood band. This one, bit on the nose, but why not? This is the first album by Germany's Blood. This is also, I'll take it out of the case, though it's not an amazing cover here. You've got Blood, Mental Conflicts. This is the German, again, another German death grind band. This is their first album here. This is a reissue. It's got a picture on the back of their first show with one of their members in '94 there. There you go. But I got to see Blood in 2019 at Maryland Death Fest. Really awesome combination of death grind. I think their last album they released was probably that year, actually, or the year before, Inferno. And again, it's just a really banging mix of death metal and grindcore. They've been around forever. They're still putting out records. Like I said, they've got a 30-plus year history at this point. So, yep, Blood, Mental Conflict. So here it's a dentist. It's a shot from inside someone's mouth, and a dentist, I guess, poking around inside. Pondersome cover, but a good band for sure. All right, a lot of blood in this. Basically, and then one of them's a 2-4. You'll see. Okay, next up, bit of Finnish black metal here with Bloodhammer. Take this out of the sleeve here too. So this is Bloodhammer Post-Apocalypse Trilogy here. This is, I think, a 2007 album by this band. 2006, actually. Sorry, I'm looking on the CD. Finnish black metal put out by Primitive Reaction, which I believe is the label that Harold Mentor of Ride for Revenge runs. So, yeah, this band also been around a long time. Really good stuff. This was the first album I got from them, and I got it right when it came out, too. I can't remember where I got this from exactly, but Bloodhammer, if you like stuff in that filthy Finnish sound, you can't go wrong with this band, and this record in particular is quite good. Alright, next up we'll get away from some bands that have actual blood in the title, and this one is more of just an image of blood, but this is a pretty infamous cover and band. You got Lifelover here with Pulver, the very first record. Of course, you've got the young lady covered in blood on the cover. On the back also there. Boop, we'll put that there, but yeah, I think everybody knows Lifelover at this point. Again, kind of like depressive black metal that sort of over time kind of morphed more into almost just like dark depressive rock and moved away from more of the black metal elements. Of course, one of the main members known for taking his own life there. And there's some other cool photos in the booklet here. I'll open that up so you can kind of see that there. Yeah, going with that whole naked and bloody you know, theme there. So definitely check out, yeah, Lifelover, Pulver, that one. So 2 more here. We'll go with kind of a band that's name couldn't be more on the nose if you tried. So I'll take this one out of the sleeve here. So for this, we've got Goat's Blood with their lone album Drull. So this was put out. This is one of the earliest Willow Tip releases, actually. This band is their sludge. They're like really hopeless, soul-crushing sludge. So this was released in 2002. This was actually mastered by Steve Austin of Today's the Day fame, and that's kind of a good analogy. There are elements of stuff like that. I mean, though this is, like I said, this is more like very leaning on the very punk side of sludge. You know, I would throw this in the vein of early I Hate God and stuff like that. You know, maybe a little bit of stuff like Brain Oil in there, but yeah. This is an underrated gem. I mean, the artwork's really cool. I don't know. This is kind of hard to find now, to find this Goat's Blood record, but Drull by Goat's Blood. Really good stuff. And then the last thing here, and the most weirdo thing of all, though this is on Bestial Burst. That's the label that Harold Mentor runs. The Finnish musician, not Primitive Reaction, but this is Goat Thrower with Savage Souls in Sodom here. You got like some Simon Bisley like artwork there. So this band, not to be taken seriously, this is members of the band Gonkulator doing a piss take on black metal. And it's kind of a mix of like, it's kind of totally making fun of, let's see what other stuff you got inside there. Some photos, the goofball photos, and around the back there. It's really kind of like very noisy and sloppy. They're obviously wearing wigs. It's like I said, it's again a band totally taking the piss out of black metal, and it does sound a little more akin to stuff like Gonkulator. If you've ever listened to Gonkulator, they're like kind of like weird noise grind, like stuff like AC and Fear of God at their noisiest, kind of like anti-music, barely musical at all, but it's good stuff. I mean, if you're in the mood for that sort of thing. So there you go, just a quick and dirty little entry there into Pieface's contest. I just wanted to pop back on here because, like I said, it's been too long. You know, I won't make excuses or apologies for not making videos. It's just, it's summertime. There's just a lot going on. Also want to give a nice shout out to Rick at the Dreadful Minutes and Jeff from Gas Mask and Hand Grenades, Tyler, Nick over, of course, Thrall's Metal. I popped on to that live stream they had on Saturday night. It was really cool hanging out with all of them. Serge, I think that's Jeff's friend Serge. Marty, of course, Marty popped in. Always good to see him, and it was fun to hang out with you guys, so I look forward to doing that again. Alright, one last thing. Before I go, you might be able to hear this in the background, you might not be able to, but this is what's been playing. We've got that first Poison Ruin compilation of 1 and 2 here. There, this is the one that got put out on Relapse last year, and I like it. It's, like I said, it's basically like kind of post-punk with a little bit dungeon synth at times. They got a new album coming out here, I think, next week, actually. So, alright, that's it for now. I will be back, hopefully sooner than later. See you again in the Ninth Circle.